So today we worked on multiplying fractions. Basically, we have two pieces of a whole, and we're taking a part of that piece. So that's why I wrote down taking a part of a part. So this is the scenario I've written down. 1/2 of 1/4 of a sandwich. So let's show what that would look like. So here's my sandwich. I'm modeling it here, and I'll show you the shortcut in a bit. Here's my sandwich, and it's cut into fourths. How do I know? Because I'm going to take 1/2 of a fourth. So let me get my sandwich cut into fourths. So there's 4 pieces of my sandwich. Now, I said that I'm going to take 1/2 of 1/4. So here is 1/2 of my 1/4. Well, because we're looking at the whole sandwich, we need to make sure we have all of the sandwich broken down into that same amount of pieces. So how much of the sandwich am I going to take from that fourth? Well, I have one shaded part. And how many pieces are there all together? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 pieces. So I'm going to have 1/8 of the sandwich. Now, so this is where there is an easier way to do this than drawing pictures and coloring in and shading in parts. So what I would do is I would take 1/2 of 1/4. Well, this is something that's really important that you should be aware of. This word of means to multiply. So actually, it's 1/2 of 1/4, or 1/2 times 1/4. Well, the nice thing about multiplying fractions is it's super easy. We multiply the numerators, and we multiply the denominators, and that is our answer. So my 1/8, I didn't have to draw everything. I was able to come up with 1/8. Now that should be your 5th grade lesson, so nice review. So let's talk about multiplying fractions, but we're also going to be multiplying mixed numbers because we're 6th grade, so we move right along. So let's take a look at the steps. So the first step is to convert mixed numbers into improper fractions, if needed, because you're still going to have fractions. Next, you will multiply your numerators, then you will multiply your denominators, and then you simplify. So here I have a problem. It's 7/10 times 4/7. It's example 1, but look at how I wrote M1, because there's 2 different ways I'm going to show you to follow these steps. So first, we multiply our numerators, and then we multiply our denominators, and we end up with 28/70. So now I have to determine if I have a factor that will go into both. Well, yes, 7 goes into both. So I'm going to simplify. Hey, these are both even. I still need to simplify. And I end up with 2/5 as my answer. That was good. Well, guess what? There's another way to do this whole problem. And you can stick with this way. That's fine. But I want you to be aware of the second way. And I call it actually cross-simplifying. Okay, so I'm going to use the same exact problem. And we still do the same exact thing of multiplying my numerators and then multiplying my denominators. Now here's what I look at. When I get to this point, I notice that the numerator and the denominator share the factor 7. So what I can do is I can get rid of that factor because remember, this is a division problem. So if I were to say 7 divided by 7, that equals 1. And then I would have 7 divided by 7, that equals 1. Well, guess what? 4 and 10 share a factor. See, I did that over there. So 4 and 10 share a factor. they share the factor 2. So I'm going to divide by 2, and I end up with 2. And I'm going to divide by 2, and I end up with 5. Now, all I have to do is multiply what I factored, left over as my factors, and I have 2/5. And there we have it. It makes it simple. Okay, so that's using our proper fractions. Well, what if we have an improper fraction? So we're going to put this here, and let's take a look at our notes. Actually, I'll put these notes here. So first things first, we are going to convert our mixed numbers to an improper fraction. So how do I do that? My denominator times my whole number plus my numerator. So I have 3 times 2 is 6 plus 2 is 8/3. And then how do I do that here? I take 5 times 1 plus 4. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 4 is 9/5. And here we're going to multiply across. And we end up with 72/15. It's an improper fraction, so I am going to do my division. Actually, I'll just do it right here. 15 goes into 72. Well, 4 times 15 is 60. 5 times 15 is 75, which is too much, so it must be 4. And I end up with 4 and 12/15. Hey, 12 and 15 share the factor 3. So it ends up being 4 and 4/5. Well, that was method 1. Let's take a look at method 2. Okay, so we've already converted our mixed numbers. So I'm going to just rewrite that problem down. So I have 8/3 times 9/5. I multiply my numerators and I multiply my denominators. Well, hey, I can see that 3 and 9 share a factor. Psst, that's what I did over here. Okay, so I would divide by 3 and divide by 3. That becomes 1. That becomes 3. Now I can multiply smaller numbers. 8 times 3 is 24. And 1 times 5 is 5. It's still an improper fraction, so I do my division, and 5 goes into 24 4 times. I subtract, and hey, because I cross-simplified right here, I don't have to do all this other simplifying at the end. I just traded one for the other, and that is multiplying fractions. Much easier than adding or subtracting.